Have you ever yawned because you've seen someone else yawning? This strange phenomenon is commonly known as contagious yawning. In fact, you've probably yawned just by looking at the title of this video. Human beings yawn every day, and it's a trait that we share with most other animals with a vertebrae. We do it when we're tired, especially when we're stuck in a boring meeting that we've been trying to avoid for the past month. It's such a strange thing that we all do. But why do we do it, and why is it contagious? If you haven't already, please consider subscribing to Snooze Insider and click on the bell icon to get notified for our latest videos. Information for everything we've talked about will be in the description below. Yawning is a reflex action that takes in air, expands the lungs, and raises the oxygen level in the blood. What's interesting is, you've probably yawned for the first time when you were a fetus. Babies actually begin to yawn during their second trimester. Humans aren't the only ones that yawn. Cats, dogs, chimpanzees, and even penguins yawn. An image of a penguin yawning just popped into my head, and it just might be the cutest thing. Yawning is a physiological, psychological, and even social phenomenon. The truth is, although there are many theories that tries to prove why humans yawn, scientists and researchers are still unsure as to why we yawn. Here are some of the theories that tries to explain this. Brain cooling theory. This theory is quite a popular one. Scientists believe that yawning may have been developed as a way to physiologically cool down the brain. Much like any electronic devices, your brain works best at certain temperatures and tries to avoid overheating. When we yawn, cool air enters the mouth and passes through the lungs to the blood vessels in the brain. This physically alters the temperature in our head. Yawning also stretches your jaw, increasing the rate of blood flow to your skull, which is important in cooling down the brain. When we are exhausted and sleep deprived, it is said that the overall temperature in our brain actually increases. This explains why we are more likely to yawn when we are tired. Some experiments have tried to prove this theory by monitoring the frequency of yawns in people with warm packs on their head compared to people with ice packs on their head. What they have found is that hot-headed people yawned significantly more than cool-headed people. Although their findings were very interesting, they are still inconclusive. This experiment seems pretty weird, but hey, anything for science. Alertness theory. Another popular theory is the alertness theory, which says that we yawn in order to stay alert when we are exhausted. This theory is pretty self-explanatory because everyone must have yawned because they have been feeling tired. Usually, when we are tired, our breathing slows down and our bodies receive less oxygen. Our body combats this by yawning in order to get more oxygen into our body while releasing carbon dioxide. Your eyes start to water, you stretch out your arms and back, and this makes you a tad more awake than before that yawn. This theory, however, has been disproven as a scientist administered more oxygen or removed carbon dioxide from a person, and this didn't change the amount of times a person yawned. Okay, enough with the theories. Let's discuss why yawning is contagious. Have you ever been in a situation where one person yawns in the group and that starts a chain reaction as others in that group start to yawn too? Some experts claim that yawning is a social phenomenon because it shows empathy. Empathy is the ability to understand what someone else is feeling, and we partake in their emotions. In one study, they found that dogs would enact the reflex of yawning when they heard someone else yawn. While this finding may be interesting, what they found to be even more profound is that dogs would yawn more frequently when they hear or see a familiar yawn, such as one from their owner, compared to a yawn from a stranger. A follow-up study on humans have also found that contagious yawning happens more frequently among friends than strangers. This could explain why a group of friends can start a merry-go-round of yawning once one person starts. Although there has been lots of study and research on this topic, more research is needed to shed light on what exactly is going on. Do you have any other theories on why we yawn or why it's contagious? Let us know in the comments below. If you've enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up so we can continue making them. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and remember to click on the bell notification. Share this with a friend if you think they may need a little wake-up call. Thanks for watching and see you next time. Until then, sleep well.